Hi guys, it's Hot Mess Mama coming to you live the 30th of October, day before Thanksgiving, and I'm going to continue my episodes of fun crafts that you can do or activities you can do with your younger kids, some experiments and stuff that are fun for them and entertainment, cheap, easy stuff that you have in your cabinets that, you know, maybe even use some of the candy that you are going to be getting tomorrow. So yesterday we did the amazing kind of flying tea bag ghost, which is really cool. If you haven't set your house on fire, check it out. I have that on my Facebook Live from yesterday. And today we're going to be doing a couple more, and the first one we're going to be doing is called Dancing Frankenworms. Okay, so again, another Pinterest, could be a complete fail, who knows. But what you end up doing is you take gummy worms. I need to have my directions because I will get it wrong, and I want to make sure that you have it all right. Okay, so what you need to do is, that's Enzo. He's going to be my trusted helper.
Yay!
We are going to take a gummy worm, right? Regular old gummy worm.
Yeah.
You got to cut it, not in half, like lengthwise. You got to cut it into quarters. So cut it once down that way and then twice down. So you have four skinny pieces of gummy worm, right? So you're going to do about 2 gummy worms, cut them that way, maybe 3, because you don't want to have too many gummy worms because then they'll be too heavy and they won't float. Then the hard part is that you got to get 3 tablespoons of baking soda. Put it in a glass and then put 1 cup of water in that glass. Then you've got to kind of stir it up. Soak your gummy worms in here for 15 minutes, like Jeopardy. Do, 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 do. That's the hardest part because the kids don't want to wait. So you let this sit in here for 15 minutes, right? And then you fill, while it's sitting there, you fill a second glass with vinegar, right? This is just plain old white vinegar. Now you're going to take, now it's been 15 minutes through the magic of television. Now this may be a fail, and if it's a fail, don't blame me playing Pinterest. So now we take the gummy worms out with a fork, and at this point they're kind of soaked with the baking soda, right? And the baking soda water, and we're gonna put them in this glass jar and see, you're gonna watch them try to dance. So hold on, I don't wanna miss all of the fun, because yesterday that thing went really fast. Ready? I think what happens is you gotta wait for the bubbles to come, and then they start to dance and sing and... Okay, so I didn't put a whole bunch. I only put about half of them in one glass because they said if you put too many in there that they start to...
See?
Can you see? Okay, Enzo, here. Let me get it. Here, move. Sorry for the horrible camera angles. Can you tell that I didn't practice this very well? Okay.
Okay.
Can you see the worms?
Can you see that worm right there?
So
it's
now that like, I think there's like a chemical reaction that's in the worms because the worms have been soaking in baking soda, that now once the baking soda kind of takes hold of the vinegar, it's putting bubbles around the worms, and it's gonna make the worms move and dance. Like they're gonna move up in the jar.
And like fly, like yesterday's project.
Like they're gonna dance up here in the jar. But they did warn that you don't wanna put too many in here because then the ones on top weigh down the ones on the bottom. So they said, you know, probably don't want to put more than 4 in there. So I put more than 4 in there. I did not obey the rules.
Oh!
So, but like at some point with some time, they will dance. But I put in there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I may have put 6 in there. So that may have been 1 or 2 too many. But with time, as you can see, they're kind of crawling. They're kind of suspending themselves up this jar, and with time, they will continue to give off that chemical reaction with the baking soda, and they will begin to kind of dance around in the jar.
It looks like hair.
Kind of looks like hair, but can you see how they're kind of starting to dance?
Dancing.
Can you kind of see how they're getting ready to dance? It doesn't help that my son is in your face. But yeah. That's the incredible dancing frankenworms. Again, not very incredible at this moment, but with a little bit of time, they're gonna start dancing around the jar. Ooh, they're kind of starting to levitate now. So try it for yourself, do it with your kids. It's so easy. You've got gummy worms, you've got baking soda, you've got vinegar in your cabinets. The hardest part is waiting that 15 minutes. So dancing frankenworms, can you see from the top? Not much to see. From the side, you can kind of see that they're getting ready to dance. They're gonna start jumping around in that glass. So thanks for joining for another fun activity for kids. We'll be coming back with another one in just a few minutes. Take care. See you soon.